Hey there, welcome to your reading. I hope you all are doing so good. Thank you for joining me. So, today's reading is the person on your mind. What have they realized about you, right? And we do have 4 groups for you to choose from. We have group 1, the amethyst crystal, group 2, the citrine, group 4, the blue apatite, and group 3, the rose quartz. Okay, so group 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you do want to pause the video so you can take a moment to choose your group or groups, feel free, but I will see you in your reading. Hello, welcome to your reading. If you've chosen the first group, the amethyst, then this is for you. Okay, so the person on your mind, what have they realized about you? What have they realized about you? Okay, so we have the moon in reverse, we have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, and we also have the Magician upright. So as usual, just take what resonates with you, okay? So the person on your mind, what have they realized? So they've realized that you wanted to support them, or that you were a support to them, maybe even currently a support to them, depending on where you're at with this person. But they've realized that you have, good intentions. You also have good intuition, and you can tell when people are being honest with you. You can tell when people are being dishonest with you. And they kind of realize as well that they're better off just telling you the truth and not lying to you. Or just not saying anything, if they can't tell you the truth. They realize that you are meant to be in their life, and that you have or had purpose in their life. You have meaning in their life, even if you're not currently present in their life. But they've noticed that you want to change your life, that you want to change your life for the better, that you already are changing your life for the better, and that you are set on improving certain areas of your life, like whether this be related to your finances, whether it be related to, mental health, emotionally, in terms of your stability all around. But they notice that you are dedicated on improving, but this could be personal improvements as well. But they realize that you are trying to, this could be getting out of debt even for some of you. They realize that you wanted things to improve between the two of you. Maybe like you even gave them, or gave the relationship connection you had with them, a lot of chances to improve, and it feels like they realize that now. And they've realized too that they actually want the best for the two of you as a couple, friend, family, whoever you could be asking about. But they've realized that you may be stressed out, or you could be stressing over money, or you just deal with a lot of stress, but you try to remain positive, like you just keep going. They do realize that you are becoming, secure, or that you already are quite secure, whether this is, let me see. I mean, this could be in terms of your confidence. Again, this could be in terms of money, your stability all around. So they either realize that you already are secure, or that you're just dead set on, becoming secure for sure. And they realize that you don't want to feel vulnerable, and that you have or want to find your way out of a difficult situation. I don't know, like this could be vulnerable in a lot of ways. Like this could be vulnerable emotionally. This could be, kind of finding yourself in a vulnerable position. like in terms of your stability, in terms of your future. Like they realize that you just don't want to feel vulnerable, like you don't want to be put in vulnerable positions. And for some of you, they have realized that you may be questioning your spirituality or your beliefs. They realize that they don't want to break up with you. They don't want to separate from you. If you're already in separation with this person, they realize that they don't want to continue in separation with you, and they want some type of healing and recovery in your relationship to them. And for some of you, they do realize that you try to fit in. This could be in certain environments, or maybe you like to blend in, or in their perspective, they realize you like to blend in. Let me see something. For some of you, this is not even necessarily about you trying to fit in. Maybe, I mean, this could be like, it could be in like certain environments, like in your work environment, maybe you try to fit in. But this feels like more like assimilating, I think that's the right word, but you know, kind of trying to blend into whatever environment that you are, you know, entering, you know, if that makes sense. And for some of you, they kind of realize or think that you are what people need you to be, and maybe you say what, you know, they want you to say. It feels like they kind of just realize that you don't want conflict, or you try to avoid a conflict. And I don't know if this is in a way where you compromise who, you know, you are. Maybe for some of you, it could be. But for others of you, it's like if your friend is feeling sad, like maybe you know, adjust maybe how you're feeling, or how, you know, you normally interact with them to kind of make them feel more comfortable, or, you know, make them feel better. Like it could be like in terms of different situations. But again, I don't know if this is in a way where it's like compromising who you are. It doesn't really feel that way, if I'm being honest, but it could be if that kind of resonates with you. But they kind of realize that you are great at handling challenges, and that you are a problem solver. Like that's what it is. Like they see you as a problem solver. And they also realize, or think in their perspective at least, that you are not one to feel sorry for yourself. And they've noticed that, you know, you try to have a positive outlook, or you already do have a positive outlook. And they realize that you trust yourself, you trust your instincts, you trust your gut. And for some of you, they have realized that they should have taken your advice, or taken up an offer you gave them. And they've realized as well that a lot of your struggles have, or are, coming to an end. They've noticed that they were actually quite jealous of you, you know, and that they were being a bit of a hater towards you. And they may even still have those feelings towards you. It could be that they are, you know, jealous of your career or your job, or something that is going well for you. But again, like it doesn't even really feel malicious on their part. It almost feels like they feel more sorry for themselves, as opposed to, I want you to not have what you have, you know. But again, take what resonates. If this person, you know, is that kind of person, then that probably is how they feel. But if this is someone who, you know, I don't know, this can be a bit of a hater, but it doesn't really come from a malicious place, then that's probably what it is, you know. But they have also realized that they may have created a lot of confusion for you, but they also feel like there isn't really anything that they can or want to do about it. They feel like they were way too judgmental about you, you know, and that they need to cut it out, or that they have to cut it out. They even realize that they misjudged you, you know. and they've been overthinking, they've been over analyzing when it comes to you, and they realize that it's just not helpful at all. But yeah, they kind of realize that you are someone that just keeps going, that you're incredibly strong, but they've also noticed that you're cautious too, maybe even cautious of them. But they have realized how creative you are. But this creativity is also in terms of like your perception, your mindset, like how you solve problems as well. Like it's very creative. They've noticed that you are very honest and that you try to be as much as possible. And they've noticed that you believe in magic, and that you are a complex and just very complicated person, really. They've also noticed how attractive you are, especially how attractive you are to other people. I'll do these ones first. Alright, so we have, you are the best thing to ever happen to you. Go easy on yourself. So they've realized that you are just an incredibly dope person, and this comes from your instincts. This comes from how you move through your life. Like they really do realize that you are great for yourself. Like if that makes sense, like you are the best person for yourself, you know. Wait, hold on. So we also have some good shit is about to happen. Don't let your issues mess it up. Let's see what that's about. So that was clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, and we do have the Five of Pentacles in reverse as well. Like they definitely have realized that good things are happening for you, that you're manifesting good things. That was clarified by the Nine of Cups. That's so awesome. So Ten of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, like they really do feel like your life is headed King of Wands in like the most awesome direction, you know. So we also have that project, that person, that idea is waiting. Get after that ish. The world has your back. Awesome. They realize that you're just going for it. Like whatever ideas you have, you go for it. Whatever project or job or career you want, you're going for it. So yeah, they really do have realized that you are very action oriented. That was clarified by Judgment and Queen of Wands. Like they really do think you're very action oriented. Like you're definitely about that action in this person's eyes for sure. That's oh, I love this reading. And for a lot of you here, it feels like they've realized that you really did have their back, or you even do, like, you know, currently have their back. Again, like depending on where you're at with this person. So we also have school, examine your beliefs about being tested. So they've realized that you have been through a lot of situation where it has been trial and error, you know, like they may have even realized, again, in their perspective, that the lessons and the challenges you have been through have been like teachable moments for you, and you kind of took away the lessons from those moments and those situations. And I'm hearing like watch and learn, you know, so they may even have realized that they can learn from you, like they can watch how you kind of do certain things, and that they can, you know, take that and maybe use it for themselves to help improve certain areas of their life, you know. And finally we have sing the song of your soul and dance to your unique rhythm. So it feels like for a lot of you here, like music could remind them of you. Like maybe they realize how much you love music. So they realize that your life is just moving in this kind of beautiful and positive direction, really. And for some of you, they've realized that you love to dance too, okay? But that is all I have though. For those of you who chose this group, I do hope it could resonate, make sense, be helpful. But I'm wishing you the best, all right? Please take care. Bye. Why, hello. If you've chosen the second group, welcome to your reading, the citrine crystal. So, the person on your mind, what have they realized about you? Okay, so we have the Page of Swords reversed, Queen of Swords reversed, and we also have the Four of Cups in the upright. You know, again, like if these messages don't resonate, then just feel free to reject the reading, you know, or just take what makes sense for you, you know. But anyways. Okay, so the person that you're asking about, they've realized that they need to be very careful about what they say to you and how they talk to you. This feels like they think that you will call them out. Hold on. So they've noticed that in their perspective, you don't know how to talk to people, or you don't know how to talk to them. Like they feel that you can be reckless in what you say and how you come across. It feels like they've realized that you can just be, you know, crazy aggressive when you speak, or just it comes across so harsh. They could actually be kind of afraid of talking to you, you know, and they think that you have like no chill sometimes. They realize that you can be quite harsh, that you are quite harsh, but they believe that you may enjoy, you know, coming across this way, or you know, just how you communicate. Like they feel like you like it, you know. They do feel that you can be dishonest at times for your own benefit. I don't know if this dishonesty is like directed towards them, but like say for example, you're going in for an interview, like you'll just say what you got to say in order to kind of get the outcome that you want. This could be also in other, you know, aspects as well, of course, but yeah, they have realized that you can be a bit dishonest at times. But I have to say, like, despite how harsh they find you to be at times, they realize that they still want to move forward with you, that they still want you in their life. But even though they think you can be blunt, they do realize that in their perspective that you can dish it, but you can't take it. Like, they feel like you can be harsh, but like if someone was that way to you, then maybe you would be offended, or you would, you know, be really sensitive about it. They've also realized that they can't, you know, fully trust you, that it is or will be difficult to build that trust with you. They've also noticed that you have a lot of people talking, you know, a lot of people gossip about you. They've realized as well that they have to be really defensive around you, but they still feel very protective over you at the same time. They notice that you definitely lack empathy at times, at least in their perspective. But they also feel like they need to stop judging you. It's like, okay, like, I find this person to be XYZ, but I'm still in this person's life, right? I'm still, you know, wanting to be in this person's life, so I should stop judging you for being who you are, you know what I mean? So they have realized that they do need to stop being critical of you. And it feels like they have realized as well that they do accept you for who you are, for how you communicate, and they don't even really want you to change. Like, a part of them can find it a bit intimidating when it's to come out, but a bit funny as well. Like, I don't know. Like, they could definitely have mixed feelings about it, but they definitely wouldn't want to change you. Maybe they feel like it just wouldn't be right if you were to communicate in like a different way. So yeah, they could just feel like, you know, that's just a part of who you are, like it's a part of your charm, you know. But anyways, they have realized as well that maybe you are dependent on each other. This could be that they want you to be more dependent on each other. They've noticed that sometimes you can't think clearly, that you can be a bit scattered, or you know, you get brain fog, or you get a little bit forgetful. And for some of you, they have realized that you need help and guidance in terms of being a parent, if any of you are a parent. They've noticed that people aren't very open towards you, and that people can be quite close-minded when it comes to you as well. It feels like they kind of just realize that you're not someone who's all warm and fuzzy, you know, and it's just like they accept that about you, you know, like you're not warm and fuzzy, you never will be warm and fuzzy, so like get over it, you know, because I still want you in my life, right? But yeah, for some of you though, they have noticed that you could be manipulative at times, and they've realized that you can be a bit pessimistic, maybe about them. It could be, you know, life in general or certain things. Like for some of you, it's like in a way where if they have an idea or they want to do something, you shoot them down. Like they could feel like you're pessimistic in that way, or you start like casting doubts on it, or like if they have a hobby, you know, or something they like, or someone they like, that you know, may have, you know, negative things to say about it, or you try to like deter them, or you know, just cast a shadow over it. It could be in other ways too, but they have realized that for some of you, it feels like they feel you could feel bad about them maturing or moving forward in their life. Like you're pessimistic about that as well. But they've realized that you're not always the most responsible person in their perspective. They kind of just feel like you aren't in the best place right now, honestly, you know, and they also feel like you're going to end up feeling a lot of regret if you kind of keep going in the direction that you are going. But they do notice at the same time that you may be struggling with your mental health. They do feel that the amount of apathy you have in general, or towards something, or yourself, or someone, is dangerous, you know? And it feels like they realize that you would kind of rather live in the past or relive the past. Like, for example, like reliving school days kind of thing, you know? Or like if you're a parent, kind of reliving when you weren't a parent, you know? But yeah, they feel like you rather live in the past than experience the future, or kind of, you know, make an effort towards your future right now. And for some of you here, they do feel like they are missing opportunities because of you, or that they will miss opportunities because of you. And they, you know, they kind of just feel like you are in your head a lot, you know? All right, so we have stop whining. No one wants to listen to that. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change your world, so do it. For some of you, they realize that you may complain, but they feel like maybe you don't really make the effort to make any like real or significant changes, you know? So like, you know, sometimes where you may like vent to someone, they may give you, you know, try to give you solutions, way to help you out, but they feel like you don't even really want solutions, you just want to complain or you just want to vent, you know? But they do feel really hopeful that things will change for you, you know? We also have it's dark and you can't see a thing. Get your head out of your ass. So they realize that you may be in a dark place, but you're the one that actually needs to make the effort to, you know, kind of do what you can to come out of that place. They may even be afraid that you feel comfortable in being in not a great space or not a great energy or not a great situation or not a great relationship. Like they could feel like you feel comfortable in that, you know? We also have fuck fear. So for some of you, they've also realized that you can be quite impulsive. We also have flying, arise and see a higher point of view. For some of you, they may have realized that you like to travel, or maybe you have, you know, travel goals. But please only take that if it makes sense. I don't feel like that's for everyone. And they may have realized as well that you have trouble seeing their point of view, maybe other people's point of view. We also have flood, express the ocean of your emotion. So they've also realized that you are someone that is deeply emotional as well. But that is all I have though for those of you who chose this group. I do hope it could resonate, make sense and be helpful. But I do wish you the best, alright? Please take care. Bye. Hello, welcome to your reading. I hope you're good. Welcome. So the person on your mind, what have they realized about you, okay? So we have the Four of Wands upright, Page of Cups in reverse, and the Hermit card. So, you know, if these messages don't resonate, feel free to reject the reading, you know, or just kind of take what makes sense for you, okay? Right, so what have they realized about you? Okay. So it feels like they realize actually that they really do like you a lot, you know, that having a partnership with you is the best. Whether this is a friendship, family relationship, or romantic, you know, they realize that having you in their life is awesome, okay? They do feel that you both are honestly very compatible. They realize that you are accomplished as well, ambitious, or that you have just achieved a lot. Could be a high achiever as well. But they've also realized how just how attracted they are to you, you know, to your energy as well, not only in terms of physicality. Is that even a word? Anyways, they've noticed that you have big dreams, big goals. You know, they've also noticed that you were raised well in their opinion, their perspective, and that you have a very good family. They also realize that you don't want to settle. You know, you don't want to settle down just yet. This could be settling in general, like maybe settling for less, so you have a high self-worth, you know. But this could also be settling down in terms of marriage, the place you choose to buy a house, where you live, the country you're in. So yeah, they could feel like right now you just don't want to settle. Um, they've also realized that they want to party with you. Like if this is someone you used to party with as well, like they miss it. But for some of you, this isn't really about partying. This is just that they want to celebrate with you. Because you're super fun. Like they just want to go out with you. They just want to be in your company. You know, um, because you are super fun. But they already knew that, of course. They've also realized that they want to be a part of your family. For some of you, like say for example, you're asking about a friend, it feels like they want to marry into your family, and I don't know if this is like a joke between the two of you, or just like I don't know. This could be like they could be dead or serious, but for some of you, it could be a joke. Like I want to be a part of your family type of thing, you know. Like I want your parents to be my parents, or I want to marry your brother. I don't know, you know. Um, but yeah, so if this is someone you haven't seen in a minute, they do realize that they want to reconnect with you. They want to celebrate with you. They want to do something fun with you. But they also feel like you can't really make up your mind about them. They actually feel like you don't love them or care about them as much as they do you. They realize that you are successful or you're just focused on your success, and that you're really good at what you do, that you're very talented. They realize that they really want to work with you as well. Um, like it feels like they want to be in some type of partnership with you. For some of you, they could genuinely want to work with you, like maybe it feels like they want to be closer to you. Like, I don't know, maybe they want to work at your workplace, or something like that. Um, but yeah, they kind of just feel like you are the super chill person, and they kind of realize that you could be a bit of a kid at heart for the most part. They feel like you love to fantasize, or that you just have your head in the clouds. Maybe you're very vivid and active and hyper imagination. But I do have to say, like, this person that you're asking about, they could feel a bit rejected by you. Maybe they feel like you've rejected their feelings, or that you will. It feels like they've realized how hurt they are by you, actually. And this could be something that you did intentionally or unintentionally, or it's just like their perception of something you did, whether you were, meant to hurt their feelings or not. And for some of you, this is about time. Like, they realize that you don't have any or that much time for them anymore. They feel ignored by you. They feel like you broke a promise to them as well. And they kind of realize that you are more closed off to them than you used to be, or than they want you to be. And for some of you, I'm hearing like, if like it's like time doesn't heal all wounds, and it feels like they've realized that just because time has gone past between the two of you, it doesn't really, or it hasn't fixed anything. It hasn't healed. Whether that be on their side or whether it be on your side. They've realized that you don't trust your intuition, or you find it difficult to trust your intuition at times. But they also feel like you're really in tune with yourself, even if you don't trust it at times. And it feels like, again, depending on who you're asking about, but it feels like this person feels really lonely without you. But they realize that you may actually like your solitude at times, especially if you work hard. They feel like, you do like that downtime as well. They realize actually that they really trust you, and they've noticed that they find themselves thinking about you a lot as well. So we have, you are giving too many shits. So please take this if it resonates, but it feels like the person you're asking about, they've realized that they shouldn't have badgered you. Like, they shouldn't have kept pushing you. We also have rebel, because fuck it. What have they realized about you? Yeah, they've realized that you are an absolute rebel. We have the Queen of Wands, so they can definitely see you as being in that Queen of Wands energy, clarified again by the King of Wands. So yeah, they definitely see you as a rebel in certain areas of your life, or it's just a part of who you are. So we also have, you are talented and freaking amazing. The world needs your power. Use your voice. Just don't use it for dumb stuff. Okay, so what have they realized about you? So yeah, I think I said this earlier, but they have realized that you are incredibly talented. Do you have more from this? Okay. What is this on the back? And they realize that people actually need you, like your job. Like, you could be invaluable at your job, you could be invaluable to your family members, to your friends, but it feels like you have a lot of value, like not only like in yourself, but in terms of how other people view you and what they need from you. We also have award, accept your well and praise. So they definitely feel like, we have Four of Wands, we have, you are freaking talented and amazing. We have award now. it feels like they've realized that you are very accomplished, or you will be very accomplished. Like they realize as well that you deserve all the praise, all the accolades, you know. Do you have more from this? And finally, we have email. Be mindful of the messages you send. So they have realized that they need to be mindful of how they communicate with you. You know, if this is someone you haven't communicated with in a while, like they could be gearing up to, you know, to reach out to you, but they feel like they have to be very careful in the message that they do send. And this could be in terms of image, even for some of you, like they feel like they need to be careful about their image or how you perceive their image. This could be that they feel like you care about your image. Do you have more from this? But anyways, that is all I have, though, for those of you who chose this group. I do hope it could resonate. I do hope it could be helpful. But I'm wishing you all the best, all right? Please take care. Bye. Hello, if you've chosen the fourth group, the Rose Quartz, then this reading is for you, the person on your mind. What have they realized about you? Okay. So we have the Seven of Pentacles upright, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and we also have the Ten of Cups upright. So straight away, like, it feels like they have realized that you are incredibly responsible. They have realized that you are very hardworking, or that you're just working your butt off right now. They have noticed that you are super invested in your career or your job right now. They also have realized that you are more withdrawn these days. They realize, and this could be towards them, this could be in general, or it's just that you're less focused on A and more focused on B, you know, whether it be temporary. But yeah, they realize that you are experiencing a lot of growth, and it feels like they realize as well just how much something is working out for you as well. This could be in your career, this could be in your personal life, but they just realize that you have great business or financial management, or both. They notice that you have a lot of potential in terms of your partnership with them, you know, whether it be romantic or otherwise. And if this is someone who gave up on you, they realize that they gave up too quickly, that it was a mistake, and they realize that they should have kept trying with you, you know. They have realized that they do feel like you definitely deserve more recognition. Maybe even in the past you deserved more recognition from them. For some of you, this could be specifically related to your career. Like they feel like you deserve more recognition, more you know, praise than you currently get. I just looked up and it was 4444 as well. So yeah, 4/4s could be significant for some of you. Yeah, so there could be an extra message with that as well. Yeah, but they think that you're someone who gets results, you know, once you set your mind to something, that it's as good as yours, it's already yours. They realize that you won't waste your potential. They notice as well how intelligent you are, you know. They feel like your plans and intentions are just so well thought out. They may have realized as well just how methodical you are or can be, especially when it comes to something that you want. Like when you set your intentions, like you're, dead set and very methodical in terms of how you get there. They realize as well just how complimentary you are or were of them. They realize honestly that they should not have switched up on you, and they should not have been pessimistic. They should not have been negative. And they do realize the chaos that they have caused, and they feel apologetic about it and how that affected you, how it affected them as well, And they realize as well that you're super stable, more stable than they thought you were, or more stable than they thought you were going to be. And they notice that you are growing in confidence, that you are a great provider. You will be a great provider, whether that be for yourself, whether that be for your children, your parents, your siblings, your friends. It just feels like you're that person, you're very stable. I picked up on the Four of Wands. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So yeah, they could view you as pretty stable, and that you're good at kind of achieving that stability for yourself or for others. And they realize as well that you really take care of the people that you love, and they realize that you can and do make them happy, or that you did make them very happy. But they've noticed how caring you are, and how much you cared or care about them, their well-being especially, and that they feel comforted by you. And they realize now how they may have taken that for granted. But they've realized that you are a real blessing to them, maybe to, a lot of people who come into your life. And they realize as well that you want to be married, that you want to be settled down. And for some of you, please only take this if it resonates, if it aligns with you. But they've also realized that they are committed to you, or that they definitely want to be committed to you. And they also feel like they can have a lot of fun with you as well. Like they feel like they could enjoy success, stability, and, good times and fun and, stuff like that with you. For some of you though, they have realized that you're not very open to new people, or that it just takes you a while to adjust around new people. They do think that you are or can be a homebody, and they realize that they haven't been making you a priority, or that they didn't make you a priority. They realized that they were trying to do too much, they were trying to juggle too much. And now they realize that they want a family with you. It feels like they want to find that balance. And before, the balance was completely off. Like maybe they had, were juggling different people, their job, or certain responsibilities that they may have had. And it just feels like you deserved more from them, Yeah, so they've realized that they do want to make amends with you, that they do want to try and make amends with you. That was clarified by the Ace of Cups and Nine of Cups. It feels like they realize that you do or can make them incredibly happy. So we have get over yourself, pull your ish together, help people, give back, do good stuff for people. Yeah, so they realize that you are incredibly giving, that you do give back to people, whether this in terms of, charity, whether it is in terms of, your friends, your family, your co-workers, people who may have, done nice things or good things to you. And even if they're not, even if they don't or haven't, they kind of just feel like you are someone who does give back, someone who is very helpful. They realize honestly that they need to get over themselves a little bit when it comes to you. And for some of you, for a lot of you here, they have realized that you are pulling your ish together. So we also have winning. You got a good thing going. Don't ruin that. So there's a few different messages with this card. Take all of them or take one of them. But it feels like they realize that you're winning. They realize that they are winning also, having you in their life, or that they would be winning if they were to have you in their life. We also have you look like a mess. For some of you, please only take this if it resonates, but for some of you, they may have realized that you don't really have the time to care for yourself the way you would like to. For some of you, maybe they kind of just realize that you don't really care too much about your appearance. It's not really a big deal or a priority for you. It doesn't feel like they think you look like a shit show though. I just want to make that clear. Okay, do you have more from this? Do you know what it is? The Queen of Wands came out when I was clarifying. Also the Sun, like even if you don't really care too much about your appearance, they feel like you look amazing anyway. We also have Box, reveal your secret power. So for some of you, it's that they realize that you are coming out of your box, maybe coming out of your shell, or just being, I don't know, it feels like as well, like they've realized that they shouldn't have put you in a box. Like they shouldn't have tried to fit you into what they assumed, or their perspective, or, some flipping guidelines or whatever it may be. They realize that they shouldn't have done that. Do you have more from this one? Okay, and finally we have house, home. And we have the 10 of Cups, like that's such similar energy. So for some of you, they could feel like they could have like a very beautiful home life with you. Like also that you're very comforting as well to them. And if any of you are in separation or, not on a good page with this person, it feels like they want to come back to the comfort you gave them, to the nurturing you gave them. Like maybe if they've moved out of the home, for example, if you're, used to live together, they want to live with you again. But yeah, it feels like they do want this reunion with you. They want to come back home. They want to feel your comfort again, for sure. But anyways, that is what I have for this group. I do hope it could resonate and be helpful, make sense. But I wish you all the best, all right? Please take care. Bye.